Marsch's first game tells us nothing and everything about Leeds. Jesse Marsch oversaw a notable improvement in Leeds, but they crumbled at the concession of one goal and ended the Leicester defeat farcically. The tactical improvement was clear to see, even for the most one-eyed of cynics. There was a structure, an organization, a coherence to Leeds that had been lacking for the previous 2 months. Yet a fifth consecutive league defeat, their first such run since April 2015, confirmed that their revision had been for naught. As Brendan Rodgers tried to console them by presumably pointing out they should be used to failing by now, Leeds collectively countered that they really tried this time, that this was as good as they could do, and they still failed. Unable to demonstrate applied knowledge, Jesse Marsch had to accept the failure on a footballing technicality of having scored fewer goals than the opposition. Bet you don't get that sort of nonsense in the MLS. Marsch will take solace in the response of both his players and fans to this brave new post-Bielsa world. Leeds attacked with focus and intent instead of wild chaos and defended as a unit as opposed to a series of individual deer caught in the glare of numerous headlights. Kasper Schmeichel was voted man of the match and Leicester had half as many shots as their visitors. Yet the American was given a stark insight into his biggest challenge. Leeds had 18 efforts on goal, but only 2 after Harvey Barnes expertly dispatched his sharp 1-2 with Kelechi Iheanacho in the 67th minute. A quarter of an hour later, the ball awkwardly bobbled behind from a visiting corner, Robin Koch unknowingly applying the last touch. By stoppage time, a blocked attempt from the bright Joe Gelhardt represented the sum total of a rousing comeback. The team's confidence is shot, their spirit exercised. The concession of a single goal knocked them so indelibly far off their stride, having got to halftime without letting in at least 2 for the first time in 5 games. By the end, Tyler Roberts was actively pleading not to be passed the ball as he hobbled around the pitch with a hamstring problem. The third Leeds substitute had spent the previous couple of minutes distracting his teammates with his mere presence. At least 2 moves broke down through the simple act of trying to include him. Marsch has plenty to work with. Leeds pressed well, forced a couple of chances from turnovers, and restricted Leicester with their shape. Pascal Struijk was consigned to the single most treacherous disciplinary tightrope after an early booking when he lost Jamie Vardy on a run-in behind. The Belgian rose to that challenge impeccably, and Vardy's removal in the 61st minute seemed to signal a victory of sorts for Leeds. Jesse Marsch's first game had Leeds' best expected goal difference of the season. John Muller, @John Spassimiller, March 5, 2022, the forward was taken off along with Hamza Chowdhury, replaced by Ademola Lookman and Iheanacho. The former threatened with his direct approach, completing more dribbles, 3, in half an hour, than every player bar Jack Harrison, Youri Tielemans and Barnes. The latter helped change the game, drifting into dangerous positions and manipulating the defense. His role in the goal was key. Leeds could not manufacture a similar transformation from their bench. Gelhardt is a promising talent and Adam Forshaw has his strengths, but neither should be expected to change a game in that way. Roberts staying on the pitch was peculiar, but even fully fit he has rarely shown that necessary level of quality. I understand this is a big league and a big moment, and that we have to find ways to get points, to get results, Marsch said at his opening press conference, before extolling the virtues of the process and insisting his contract until 2025 would be honored, regardless of the division Leeds were in. This performance and result did little to expunge the vague sense that this ends in glory or failure with no in-between, nor to contradict the idea that it will be fun either way.